Welcome to this video on expanding brackets. In this video I'm going to show you 6 examples highlighting how to expand single brackets. Looking at example 1, we have 4 multiplied by 2x plus 3. So I've got this number and we're going to multiply it with the contents of this bracket. The way in which we're going to do this is we're going to break this bracket into 2 smaller brackets and then multiply it with the 4. So what that's going to look like is the 4 is going to multiply with the 2x, then it's going to multiply with the 3. So writing that out, I'm going to get my 4 and stick it there, open up a smaller bracket, and then put the first term, which is 2x. And I'm going to lay down a plus and put down a 4 with the brackets again. Grab my second term, which is the 3. Using my rules of algebra, 4 multiplied by 2x is going to become 8x, and then that's plus 4 times 3 is 12. Looking at this expression, 8x plus 12, that's as far as I can simplify it, so I'll leave it like that. So that's the first example done. Next example, 3 multiplied by 2 minus r. Similar to the first one, I'm going to multiply the 3 with the 2, and the 3 with this minus r. What that's going to look like is I put the 3 down, open up some brackets, and then I grab the first term, which is the 2. Then I'm going to put down a plus sign, put down the 3, and open up some new brackets. Grab the second term, which is this minus r, and put that in there. Simplifying this, I'm going to have 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times minus r is going to be minus 3r. Simplifying this further, because notice we've got this plus and the minus. We don't need the plus if we've got a minus there, so we'll go 6 minus 3r. And that's as simple as we can take it. Going down to example 3. Using the same method we've employed before, we're going to multiply this x with the 3 and the x with the minus 2x. This is going to look like x multiplied by 3 plus x multiplied with minus 2x. Notice how I'm keeping the negative associated with the term inside the bracket here. So negative 2x and negative 2x. The reason I do this is because it's really easy to forget there's a negative and you end up making a mistake when you're cleaning everything up. So I like to keep it all together. Simplifying this, we get 3x plus, now we get minus 2x. Now, 2 things here. Again, we've got this plus minus, and we also have these 2 x's. Using our rules of algebra, what we're going to do is, because we've got a negative here, we just drop the plus altogether, and we write minus 2. And then because we've got these 2 x's here, that becomes x squared, like so. Going down, we have minus x squared minus s squared minus 4 times minus s plus 4. So quite a bamboozling one. We're going to break it open as so. So we get our first term, which is our minus s squared. Open the brackets and then put our minus s plus minus s squared. Then with our brackets, we put the plus 4. Simplifying this, we have a minus s squared s plus minus s, let's go back, minus 4s squared, like so. Alright, using our algebra, first thing we need to identify is this double negative. That'll make a positive, 2 s's, and also the plus minus. Okay. Now cleaning all this up, the double negative becomes a positive s squared s, and the s squared s becomes an s cubed. Then the plus minus becomes a minus, then we have minus s squared. I'm cleaning it up one more time. We don't need this plus here anymore, because it doesn't give us any explicit value or implied value. So we go s cubed minus 4s squared. So notice how I'm not removing symbols or dropping them. r at the beginning, but rather I'm writing everything down in a systematic way such that I don't forget things. Now, example 5, we've got x plus 1. This one is a bit of a confusing one because there's no number in the front here. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's an implied 1, like so. So expanding that out, x plus 1. Or in other words, you could just scrub out the brackets from the beginning there. So nothing too complicated. Now for example 6, we have minus or negative r plus 2 minus s. So what's going on here? Well, same thing above, there's an implied minus 1 out front. And that minus 1 is going to multiply with the r, with the plus 2 and the minus 2. So simplifying that, we're going to get minus 1 r plus minus 1 2 plus minus 1 minus s. Using my algebraic rules, I know that that's going to be minus 1r plus minus 2 plus minus s. Simplifying this, the minus 1, or the 1 there, we don't need it, it just becomes minus r. The plus and the minus, it simply becomes minus 2. And then the double negative here becomes simply a plus, so we get plus s. So our final result is minus r minus 2 plus s.